Good morning, everyone. Today, let's revise a chapter on the face of it written by Susan Hill. She's an English author of fiction and non-fiction. Her novels include The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I'm the King of the Castle. And she received many awards for her novels. So, she is Susan Hill. The theme of the chapter is looks are deceptive. Most often, what we do, we judge others by their outer appearance. Okay, we don't bother to know about them. This play deals with sense of loss, a sense of isolation, and how to overcome it. The actual pain caused by a physical impairment is often much less than the sense of the ailment felt by the person. So, this play is about a young boy, Derry, and an old man, Mr. Lamb. It has been written, as we know, by Susan Hill. It reflects the pain and the inconvenience suffered by a disabled person, Derry. Moreover, this chapter teaches us a lesson of having a positive attitude towards life. So, this is the introduction of the chapter that a teenager boy Derry who has a burnt face, he by chance enters to Mr. Lamb's garden. He is also a disabled man with a tin leg. So accidentally Derry's enter his garden. He came there so that he can hide himself from the people who hate him because he has ugly face according to him. Mr. Lamb not only welcomes him in his garden but also encourages him to lead a normal life, leaving behind his past. So, let's read the summary of this chapter. So, Derry is a young boy of 14 years whose one side of the face is burned by acid. He looks ugly, so people avoid him. He's also think that the people are not friendly. He used to think negative about the people. So he likes to remain alone all the time. One day what happened? He scales a wall to enter into a garden. He wants to spend some time alone. That is why he entered that garden. But when he sees Mr. Lamb, the owner of the garden, he is surprised. What happened? He wants to go back, but Mr. Lamb speaks to him in a very kind tone. He is a man of wisdom. He always sees the life in a positive view. He tells Derry that the real worth of a person is not in his looks, rather, it is in him only. He means to say that he does not hate him. He also talks about his physical deformity. He tells children, call him Lemmy Lamb, but he does not mind it. He reminds Derry of a fairy tale, The Beauty and the Beast. You must all have heard it. He consoles Derry, but the letter said that he has heard a woman saying that disabled people should live with other disabled people only. This is very harsh. He also says to Mr. Lamb that his parents are also worried about him. They fear that after their death, nobody would take care of Derry. Mr. Lamb does not agree with this point of view. He encourages him. After that, Derry goes to tell his mother that Mr. Lamb is different and nice person. He promises to return back, but when he returns, he finds that the old man has fallen off from the ladder while trying to reach apples. He finds him to be dead and becomes very sad. But this thing made him so strong. He was so confident because Mr. Lamb tried his level best to encourage him to, you know, to overcome his fear, to face the reality, to face the world. So now he became very strong and positive to face the world with his disfigured face. So here is the chapter. I hope you understood in the class. So this was the summary. Okay, now your work is to write down the summary of this chapter in your fair notebook. So let's discuss some important questions related to the chapter. Who is Derry? What self opinion does he hold? So we know this is not Derek. Derek, also called Derry, was a young boy of 14. He was a quiet, shy, and defiant boy. One side of his face was totally burned by acid. He was a victim of inferiority complex. He is not having the self confidence. Why did Derry's mother stop him going to Mr. Lamb? Derry's mother does not hold a good opinion about Mr. Lamb. She had heard many things about the old man, therefore stops Derry to visit Mr. Lamb. How does Lamb try to remove the baseless fears of Derry? We know that Derry is facing the inferiority complex. So, how does Mr. Lamb try to remove his fear? Mr. Lamb influences Derry with his optimistic philosophy and advised him not to give attention to others' comments. He should try to be internally pure and strong, which could help him eliminate the negativity of life. He told him many things that nobody ever told him. So, this is it. There are many important questions of the chapter. So, your work is to find out 10 extra questions and write down in your fair notebook. Thank you.